What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Hammerstick, and today we have a new flagship unaliver over here, and this is in the form of the POCO F6. Of course, I do know that the F6 Pro is already out there, and today's video what we're going to do is of course check out the F6 first and go through the key specs and features before you make your purchase decision. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so we're going to start off here with the packaging, and it does come with the iconic black and yellow boxing over here. Of course, we have the POCO F6 logo and all this other good stuff. We have some details on the sides over here. So yes, without further ado, let's just check out what we have inside the box. So first things first, we have the quick and safety information. And of course, we do have a nice gray silicone phone case right off the box. Next up, we have the 90-watt Xiaomi supercharger. And finally, we have here the POCO F6 wrapped inside the nice casing over here. And now we have this black color addition. I didn't get the titanium or the green color, but I gotta say that this black color over here does look really nice. Does have a matte finish to it, so you're not gonna get a lot of fingerprints on it. And yes, you do have your POCO logo over here, your 15 megapixel OIS sensor for your cameras. And yeah, I think overall it still looks really nice. Let me just set up this phone and we're gonna go through the other specs and features. Okay, so we are done with the POCO F6. So in terms of the build and design over here, we do have a plastic back on the back over here, which is a bit of a downgrade compared to the F3, which does use a glass back. But on the front here, we do have a Corning Gorilla Glass Victus glass, which isn't too bad at all. And of course, on the frames on the sides over here, we do have a plastic frame. And as you can see, it does have more of the squared size, which we tend to see more in a lot of 2024 phones. I really like it a lot because you can kind of prop up your phone like this and you can make it stand while watching your shows, which is really nice. And of course, when it comes to the buttons over here, we have the side button, the power button, and also the volume rocker here. We don't have the fingerprint scanner. This is under display. Again, it's a little bit different compared to the previous models over here. Nothing on the other sides. And of course, on the bottom here, we have the stereo speakers, and of course, that extra 3 times of stereo sound. Of course, we have the USB-C for fast charging, the SIM ejector 2 slot, and also your top 5 speaker over here. So that's all looking really good, and also does have a very good lightweight to it, so it's not too heavy into your hands. And when it comes to the camera module over here, not too thick at all, still pretty slim and nice. And also one more thing to note is that this phone here does have an IP64 rating. Okay, so going on to the display of this phone over here, we do have a massive 6.67-inch AMOLED panel over here with, of course, 68 bit colors, 120Hz as you would expect, HDR10 Plus support, Dolby Vision, and about 500 nits, and it does go out to a peak brightness of 2400 nits. So it is, of course, a massive display and phone over here, very similar to the previous models. Alright, so now let's move on to the internal specs of this phone. So just like with the many previous F models that we have had so far, we have a powerful processor. So over here we have the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 processor, which is a 4nm processor, and in terms of storage, you can get the 256 or 512 gigs. It does come with UFS 4.0, and of course in terms of RAM, we do have up to 8 or 12 gigs of RAM over here, and of course you can boost it up with extra 6 gigs of the RAM expansion feature. So of course this is really cool. And in terms of the battery over here, it does give you a massive 5000 milliamps of battery over here. It only does give you wired charging, but it does give you a very fast 90 watts of charging. And of course, in terms of the OS over here, the software side of things, it does come with your Hyper OS right off the box, so you don't have to worry about it being outdated or whatsoever. It does give you the latest processor over here, and it's of course on top of Android 14. This is of course the new thing that Xiaomi has come out with their phones for this year. And of course, one more thing to note is that this phone here does come with an optical scanner on the bottom, so it is working very fast, very reliable as well. And of course, they do have the face unlock as well, so all you need to do is just point it to your face and it gets the job done. Alright, so last but not least, let's talk about the cameras on this phone. So starting with the selfie shooter, which of course is located down right the center, it does give you a nice 20 megapixel f2.2 sensor, and it can record up to 1080p at 60 fps. Of course, if you switch it on to the back over here, we do have a dual camera setup, a 50 megapixel wide lens with dual autofocus and OIS f1.6, and we also have the more important lens, which is the ultra wide and 8 megapixel sensor over here, and of course it is able to record up to 4K at 60 FPS. And of course, going on to the features of this phone, over here we have the Pro mode, documents, video, photo, portrait, night mode, and also we have some other cool other features here as well. Really nice, and yeah, still very versatile for a powerful phone. Alright guys, so that is it with the POCO F6. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this phone, and of course if you guys have any questions, do so in the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash that subscribe button, and of course I'll see you guys in the next one.